Cake. Very interesting name, Chit, right opposite. And today we are here to explore the cafe, speak with the lady who is the owner, a woman entrepreneur herself, and meet my Rotary buddies for a little fun update on what happens in Avyanna, Rotary Club of Calcutta Avyanna. Come. Wow, this is so cute. Lovely. Very nice. Hello.
Hello.
You are Aditi, right? And this is Cake Take.
Yes, Cake Boutique and Cafe.
Cake Take. So in Bengali it means cake, etc. Right?
Yeah, actually it is Cake Boutique and Cafe. So that's
I think your name is Aditi, right?
Aditi Mazumdar.
Aditi Mazumdar.
Yeah.
So as you know, we are from Rotary Club of Calcutta Avyanna, and I just got to know you are also a Rotary here.
Yeah.
Rather than
Yes,
your husband. Your husband is
in Godrej and Boys.
okay, but he is the member.
Yeah, he is the member of Rotary Club. Koshba.
And how are you enjoying Rotary?
Very much. That is a noble position, I think.
Let me try your passport. Nice. And what was your inspiration for opening a cafe? Do you bake or do you have interest in cakes?
Yes, actually by profession I'm a teacher.
Oh.
Yeah, biology teacher. But this is my hobby. And I bake everything with savory and bakery products.
Made by you?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought maybe you have a chef or something to
Yeah,
do the
now I have.
But all the recipes are yours.
Yeah.
Basic baking techniques are yours.
Yes.
That's great. And so the decor is very nice. And who is your inspiration?
My daughter is my inspiration actually.
Wow.
By profession she is a engineer of biotechnology.
Oh.
But now she became a chef and now she is in Dubai.
Great.
Yeah. And my husband also. The total thing, the planning,
everything.
Yeah.
Done by him.
Yeah. Ratu Majumdar. Yeah.
Thank you so much for your time, Aditi. And now I will check out all your delectable
Okay.
products that I see over here.
Yeah.
Of course. Right. Aditi bakes herself. The recipes are hers and her daughter's, and they are from her kitchen. She of course has a team to help her right now because she is also supplying to Nature's Basket at all their all their outlets for a certain section of the food being sold there. So we have what I can see: chocolate muffins, red velvet muffins, lots of tarts, some quiche, palak and chicken, and we have some cookies over here. So that's a lot of stuff to be sold off the shelf. And apart from that, she has a coffee and different kinds. So I think if anybody comes here, they'll have a good time. Today we are lucky to have with us the absolutely gorgeous Soma Bhan. Apart from being gorgeous, she is also extremely, how should I say, very successful career woman. She has been in brands for more than 30 years and may I say she is really a brand herself, but there's a lot to learn from her. She is primarily a brand strategist and she has been with medical super specialty hospitals for quite a long stint. Now she is on her own with her own ad agency called Meraki, and she's doing some completely wonderful stuff. So Somati, my first question to you is that how have you managed to balance work and home so well? She has a grown-up son and a grandson.
So I want to first of all thank you for your very, very effusive and very, very warm words. I don't know whether I deserve them or not. And pardon my voice, huh? So I've got a bit of a cough. Coming to your question, for me, getting into a career was not a choice. I get it. So I would have been happy to have been a homemaker, but circumstances were such that I had to take up a job and things like that, domestic issues, all of that. I was a single mother. So, but then I don't regret a moment of it. Because no, I don't regret it at all, because if you don't take a leap of faith somewhere, you will never know what potential you have inside of you. You would never know that. So you have to take that leap of faith and go ahead and explore your capabilities and work on them.
And you must have loved the work you've been doing.
Initially I was very nervous when I joined. As you said, Medica was my first job. Prior to that I've been working with our charter president, Shravani. Yes, I did a lot of events with her.
There's a lot to learn from her as well.
Of course. In fact, my foundation was absolutely because of her and what we did together, the World Book Encyclopedia and all of that, gave me a lot of exposure. And Medica was my first job. Prior to that I was at Rabindranath Tagore for a few years. So that gave me a lot of confidence, and I knew that there was no looking back. I had to build upon it, and then it just works out. I had to keep that faith.
And basically you built Medica, because Medica is not an old name. So you guys had to, sell and build the brand, so which was done so well. So
Absolutely.
So you must have been with this success all through, right? If I'm not mistaken.
Yes.
Great.
I have been with Medica when it was nothing.
Correct. I know.
Very exciting journey.
Very, very exciting. Yeah. And now on your own, even more exciting.
Exactly.
But do you now find some more time for Rotary Club of Calcutta Avyanna, our foster child or our pet, should we say, all of us?
On the contrary, because I'm on my own and being an entrepreneur at this age, you know that the baby will nourish and nurture as much fertilizer as you give it, as much as time that you give it. So I'm trying my best. I'm really looking forward to doing. I know I've taken a step back and I've been very vocal about it.
Correct.
That I needed to give time to my new venture. But I'm hoping that by this year things should settle down. I'm very positive. And then I really look forward to jumping right back and doing many more projects with my friends. I do try to do as much as possible.
Right.
And even if not in the mainstream, from the sidelines, but I definitely want to do more.
So Maggie, can you tell us in a few words, how has your journey been? You're a charter member, you've been there from the beginning. You guys have done such fantastic projects, flagship projects like Ankuran. You were very much involved right from the first day. This journey, how has it been?
See, I clearly remember the day I was first told about Rotary. It's just a word, Lions, Rotary, you hear, but you don't know what it is really. I remember clearly, like it happened yesterday when Shravani told me, we were talking and saying, we were both feeling a little selfish at that point in time, thinking that we have achieved so much. We do things for ourselves, but where are we giving back to society? And that's when she mentioned Rotary to me, and she said, you know what, I know this lady called Shamashri, and she's willing to guide us.
Shamashri Sen, our PD,
yes. So I remember clearly she said she will guide us and on how to start a new Rotary Club, and we'll all be charter members. And I think it was just an answer to our prayers, and that's how we started Rotary, with that passion and fervor that this is the platform that will help us to give back something to what the world has been giving us so far and so generously.
And a few words on Ankuran, please.
Oh yes, Ankuran was it was the right project at the right time.
And the support you have given to Ankuran, we do not realize what we have what resources we have at our disposal. But that's the best part, You have put that to such good use, and it's been win-win, even for Medica. Medica was associated with Ankuran right from the beginning, because they also gave back to society in such a nice way through Ankuran. So a few words please on Ankuran.
So that's what I was saying, that it happened at the right time, and we had the right contacts at the right places. People I had met earlier and I knew them, So we were able to visit those senior people in the, in the system. Mr. Arun Gupta, we will never forget him. God bless him, his soul. But he was so very instrumental when we first went to meet him, Shravani and myself. Correctional home, absolutely. And how he guided us into doing that and how we set up the school. And it's so lovely to see the new members. Actually, the last meeting that we had, I was so enthused to see two of our members really taking the yes, and saying that we will take it forward. So that's how it happened. Yes.
Super. And there's one small, it's a question, a very personal question, that my personal question to you. You have been a charter member, you have been there throughout, you are always very supportive of all projects, everything, but I rarely see you take up any position in Rotary. You have been offered, I know, to be secretary, president, but you have steadfastly
You're going to get me beaten up, but yes, you're right. And the reason is the same as what I told you. I feel that if I take up a senior position, I may not be able to do justice to it. And if I take up something, I want to put my 100% into it. I know there are supportive members who say that, they'll be there for me and they'll do. No, I don't want you to do for me. I want to do it myself with your support. That's different, I don't want to be just a figurehead.
Exactly.
So I will definitely get into it when I feel the time is right and I can take it back.
Thank you. That was Somadi, our Sobha Khan. Thank you. Thank you.
Next, Sharon.
Ebullient, warm and caring, Meeta Walia Di is one of the most fun-loving members of Rotary Club of Calcutta Avyanna. Today we have a gracious presence. Thank you, Meeta Di, for sparing time. I know you were very busy today, but that's Meeta Di. Even if she is very busy, she will still find some time to go for a project or get some important work done. That's Meeta Di. Thank you. So Meeta Di, I'd like to ask you, have you ever worked full-time? Career, profession?
Yes. Hi Shramuna.
Hi.
Yes, I have worked full-time. I'm now retired, happily retired. Of course, when I was working, I was happy doing that too.
Great.
But now the time is all mine and I can do what I want to.
And that's Rotary, right?
That's Rotary. Yes.
Super, super.
Today I'm a proud woman, a proud Rotarian, and of course a proud member of the Rotary Club of Calcutta Avyanna.
Okay. And Meeta Di, I'd like to ask you, when you were working, so how did you manage home and work? Was it difficult? Because
we were always focused, our generation was always focused that we need to do definitely something with our lives more than what our mothers or our grandmothers did.
Right.
But I waited till my second child was 2 years old and started going to a Montessori.
Correct.
And that is when I came out of the house.
Oh.
And of course, a very supportive husband, very supportive family. At that time, my parents were also around, so they were a big support too. And why I say my parents, because my husband's parents were not there when they got married. So it was only my parents, but we got a lot of support. And so house was never a problem. In fact, balancing work and house were never a problem.
Great. And your Rotary journey. So, are you too a charter member as well?
Well, Shravani did, the charter president Shravani, she always pushed me towards Rotary.
Did you on board?
I was not ready in the first year, but yes, from the second year onwards, I was very much there. Then again, during the COVID years, I had discontinued, and I'm again here. And like I told you in the beginning, I'm so proud to be a Rotarian, and I don't think now I need to take any breaks. So once a Rotarian, always a Rotarian.
And what would you like to share as a singularly positive, happy memory from your Rotary years? Any project that you very dear to your heart, or any incident which you would like to pinpoint as a high point of your being in Rotary?
Shramana, happiness is an emotion which I think is one of the most important in life. And if health is good, then happiness follows automatically.
Yes.
And in Rotary, I got this opportunity which I don't think you get anywhere else, of involving yourself with HIV, with thalassemia,
Correct.
with polio, with pediatric cancer, with other health issues like
Children's heart issues.
heart issues. You're also eye care,
Absolutely.
then general health issues. I mean, we've been able to do so much,
So
and we are not doctors or nurses.
Exactly. Exactly.
So it's just amazing. One of the largest NGOs is our Rotary International, and
Yes.
that we are associated with it itself, I told you, makes me so proud today.
So nice to hear. And Meeta, if I do a small little rapid fire with you, is it okay?
Well, is there a gift at the end of it? Then it's okay.
Oh, we have this beautiful cafe, so you can take your pick.
Oh, sure. Of course, we are in a beautiful cafe.
Yes.
And yes, I'll take a hamper home for sure, Aditi.
Yes, yes.
So, what's your
Of
favorite season?
Well, my favorite season, I would say, has changed now, but it definitely is spring.
Oh,
And here we are.
here we are.
Here we are on the
Exactly.
first day of March.
Exactly. And your favorite destination for a vacation?
Is definitely the mountains. So, though my husband's is a beach, but mine is mountains.
That's the way
So
it
anywhere
is.
where there are hills and mountains.
Okay. And what about your children? Are they are in Calcutta or they are?
My
moved
daughter
out?
is here in Calcutta.
Okay. And your
My-
son has moved out?
He has moved out, yes. He's moved out, but for the better.
Of course.
So all good.
It's all the way to.
All the way to Canada, yes.
You visit him
He's
once a year?
settled there with his wife. Yes, we do visit him. 1 year we visit them, and 1 year they come down to visit us.
Oh.
So that is the understanding at the moment, and it's perfect.
Okay.
It's working
Okay.
fine.
Okay. And your favorite color?
My favorite color is black.
Oh,
Mm.
that's interesting.
It's black. Yeah, and the movie Black, of course,
Yes,
you remember,
yes, yes.
was wonderful. But then even before the movie came, my color was always black.
And Mitali, if you were to induct a member, or if you were to ask someone that you met to join Rotary, what would you tell her? I'm saying her because ours is an all women's club. So what would you tell her? What are the reasons that she should join Rotary?
Shramana, I think to discover Rotary, one has to see for oneself. Though I will tell her my experience, definitely, which has been wonderful throughout, but her experience is what she will value, and so I'll only make sure that she joins and sees for herself.
Oh yes, yes, you can convince anyone. And your the best part of you, that's how I always remember you, is your spirit, always spirited, and you're so fun-loving. And any meet, any party, any fellowship, any project, if Meeta Di is there, it always becomes fun. So I think that's the best part of you, person you are, and thank you for what you are.
Thank you so much for those kind words, and they are really me, so I take them with all honor. Thank you so much, Ramana.
Thank you for being here. Hi, today we have Swagata Guha with us. She is one of the newer members, you can say, but she's already completed 5 years. But considering we have been there around for much more than that, so she's been here for 5 years with us. She is the principal designer and founder of her design studio. It's called Finesse, and they do commendable and very aesthetic work in interiors. So I'd like to ask you, Swagata, at the beginning about your journey. So how long have you had this design studio?
Thank you, Shramana, for that kind introduction. So I have been, I set up this business about 31 years back.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay. And you had some background, I believe, in
Yes.
interiors.
So, my family background was very different. Like most people from my family were either from academic background or professionals like doctors and engineers. But the family situation was such, my father was unwell, he fell ill, and I had to set myself up very fast. So that was the second or third batch of interior design, courses. So I was doing my interior design and my commerce together.
Okay.
And that's how I completed interior design and started my interior design studio from home. So it was set up from home,
Okay.
and which I had two other partners, but unfortunately they could not keep the trust or they could not probably envision what is lying ahead. But somehow I knew that this profession would someday take me very long.
So you finally walked alone. And you walked far.
Yeah.
Great. And so I know this is a very small time frame that we have, but maybe 2-3 lines from you on what would you advise first generation business entrepreneurs, because you have walked the talk, you have gone through this entire routine of having your own business. So what would your advice be to
I think it is your grit, your trust in yourself, the confidence, and that is it. And faith. I think faith takes you a long way. So,
and any clients you would like to mention who have handheld you or been with you or been an integral part of your journey? Any client that you would like to mention?
this profession is very, very difficult to run. It's not a very easy profession,
No,
because
not at all.
it is a balance between the left and the right brain.
Correct.
Where on one hand we have to handle a lot of creative elements,
Aesthetics.
but on the other hand it needs a lot of business acumen and administrative ways to run it properly. So yes, a lot of my clients from the past, because I started pretty young, and a lot of my clients from the past have found as mentors who has
Excellent.
really guided
That's
me
so
and
nice.
in this journey.
Great. And the kind of time you have invested in Rotary, you joined during the very difficult COVID years, if I'm not mistaken, where most of the projects had nearly stopped, and we were all working from home, and you had joined also, I think, from home. Your interview was on Zoom. So after that, how much of time have you been able to give to Rotary or not been able to give, and what would you like to do for Rotary in the coming years?
Yes.
Would you like to share?
Yes, before that I would also like to share that COVID was a time which kind of transformed me in some ways.
Okay.
So each day, because at that point in time I was running a unit which had almost 50 people on board, and paying their salaries and other infrastructure was very difficult. And I thought I've lost, and there is no going forward. But at the same time, when Shravani approached me for being a member of Rotary, somewhere it felt that that I have taken a lot, but how much have I given back? So yes, through many other activities, yes, in the past, maybe we have helped others, but I thought if it is done in a more structured way,
Yes.
I should join Rotary. So that was the reason why I joined Rotary. And yes,
Going forward,
since I run this business almost single-handedly, of course I have a great team and people who help me in this. But from the COVID days to again bring it back to the shape, it is taking a bit of time. But in the meantime, I have been doing little projects with Rotary, and which I'm really happy to do, and I'm really happy to have such amazing co-Rotarians, who have really understood my issues and stood by me and never let me feel that I am worthless here. So, and I have been told time and again that whatever you can contribute in your time is is good enough. So that is preparing me maybe further for the future. I really wish to do some good projects with Rotary, and That's it. And environment, of course, is in the top.
I know, I was just going to come to
Yes.
that because I remember in one of our meetings you had mentioned, and I thought that was extremely, how should I say, very inspiring to hear someone say that as an interiors person, as an interior designer, you have to regularly on a daily basis use up a lot of wood because that's what the client wants. And so you wanted to give back to society by planting or, really supporting the plantation movement in the Sundarbans
Yes.
for the mangroves. And I wish everybody thought like you, Swagata.
In fact, I would like to take a bit of your time on this, and this just reminded me of an instance. During COVID, I was organizing some program on Kabir and his management principles. So, and for another body.
Okay.
So, just the evening before, I was calling different people to join the program. It was an online program. And that day from morning until 12 at night, I received 3 calls from different individuals talking to me about plantation issues. So the last call was when I called up somebody who was in Sundarbans at that time, and I said, would you be able to join this program? So that person said, I would love to, but right now I'm in Sundarbans doing some mangrove plantation project, I'm sorry, next time I'll join. So that struck me that, I'm taking so much from, nature, but how much have I given back? So is nature giving me signals? Because I strongly feel COVID has sent us signals,
Absolutely.
which, which I have
we
absorbed
absolutely
very
ignored.
well. And I'm a very nature person. Nature inspires me in my work also. So that probably made me think about this.
Super. Thank you for the way you think. Thank you for your time to Rotary, and I'm sure you'll be able to give more time in future
Yes.
as you're also planning. And thank you for coming to the show.
Thank you so much.